Hi everybody, I'm Jeff from Missouri Wind and Solar, and I want to show you how to put together our new Missouri Freedom and Freedom 2 wind turbines. So now all of our wind turbines are hot dip galvanized, and what that means is the metal's actually heated up and then dipped into the galvanizing, and the galvanized finish actually becomes part of the metal. Now this is 50-year finish guaranteed, not to rust. No more painting. You'll get a tail fin. There's a new shape, straight along the back. This is our Stars and Stripes tail and arm kit. Get your mounting bracket, locking collar, a couple of nylon washers, all the blade bolts, and all of our hubs now are zinc plated. Isn't that sharp? And this is our 11 blade. You can see it's 1/4 inch thick. We don't call anything double 1/4 inch thick. This is actually 1/4 inch thick. We got 11, 9, 7, 5. And this is our 9, and there's our 7. Now, you'll also get either a Freedom 2 PMG or the Freedom PMG. Now, the Freedom 2 mounts a little differently than the Freedom. Now, these are permanent magnet generators. They are not Delco car alternators, so they're not PMAs. These are PMGs, and we're the only one that make these. So you'll get the Freedom 2 or the Freedom. Now, you'll get a set of blades, depending on what you get, but you'll get a set of genuine Raptor blades. Now, all of the Raptor blades are made in the USA, and I got a video showing the factory in Neosho, Missouri. You want to make sure it says Raptor USA on the butt, black and the grays. There's companies that make inexpensive, low-quality knockoffs, and they say nothing on the blade butts. Then, depending on which PMA you get, PMG you get, you'll get a rectifier. You get a single rectifier with the Freedom PMG, or you'll get 2 rectifiers if you get the Freedom 2. The nice thing about the Freedom 2 PMG, this can be wired in series or parallel. Comes with 2 harnesses. So the 12-24 volt version, you can simply wire it in parallel with your 2 rectifiers and charge 12 volt. Or you can wire these rectifiers in series and charge 24 volts. That's what's nice about the Freedom PMGs. We have a 2448 and a 4896. The 2448 wired in parallel, you can charge 24 volt banks, but wire it in series and you got yourself a 48 volt PMG. That was a pretty cool idea on our part. So now I'm going to show you how to put this together. Something else I wanted to point out about the Freedom PMGs is they have a stainless steel shaft and all zinc plated rotor plates on the inside. They're not spray painted like some companies do. Okay, what I've got is a stand here that I use for putting my wind turbines together. That's the first thing you're going to do when you mount it on your tower. Slide the locking collar down on the tower. Just snug it down. And then we're going to put the mounting bracket on it and start assembling that. Okay, to speed up everything, I mounted the PMG. Just use the long bolts that come with it. They're self-locking. Now, you want to put the tail arms on first and then the L bracket. Now, first thing I do is kind of snug down bottom bolt just like this. And then I get the other tail arm on this side. And I'll do the same thing, couple in the bottom, kind of snug them down because the L bracket has to go on the outside like this. Okay, I'll get the other side started. Okay, I've just got the bottom bolts on the arms, and I leave them just kind of loose so I can get the top piece started here. And I'll get this going. I'm going to have to raise this locking collar up a little bit. Okay, the tail arms are on, and now we're going to lower this back down. I'll show you how far you have to be off from that, the top of the pipe. Let it down to where it's snug on the top of the tower pipe, and then just raise it up a hair like that. There you go. That's about where you want it. You don't want this L bracket setting down on top of the pipe. Okay? So now we'll get the tail fan on, and that's pretty easy to do. What I do is put a bolt through one side, like this. This galvanizing kind of fills in the holes a little bit. It's really thick stuff. You might have to mess around with the holes a little bit, but it'll go. Now, okay, then this is all you do. Squeeze the tail arms together. There you go. Now, this conduit fitting gets locked into the top, and we have a couple more pieces here. We have a nylon washer. This goes on top. So you want to raise that up, get that nylon washer in there, and then we have a simple hose clamp, and this is all it takes to hold this down on the tower. Now we used to have two locking collars, and we took the locking collar off the top for this reason. When people were tightening down the locking collar, it was actually ovaling out the top of the tower and making the wind turbine stick on your pipe. So we eliminated that top locking collar, went with the bottom, two nylons, stainless steel hose clamp, and there you go. Everything's working good. Now your wire, your wind turbine cable will come up through here, and you'll make your connections on the end of the harness. When you're all done, just tighten her down. Okay, I got it all together. Now what you want to do is just give the turbine a spin once it's on your tower, and make sure it spins really good. Now what we do is put axle grease down here and up above. And usually axle grease lasts for a year or two. You don't have to put any more. So this is working really freely. Now it's time to put the blade set on, and that's it. So we'll turn it around, and I like to put the blades on right on the wind turbine. So we'll just use a 7 blade. This is called a hub stabilizer spacer, something that we invented, came up with, and it is a back plate for the hub. So we use a 7. Now we have longer bolts. The word Raptor faces out at you and goes just like so. Now I'll go ahead and get the blades put on. There we go. Now, just have to tighten the hub nut, and it's kind of important. Do not over tighten this nut and squash this lock washer out. Just snug it down really good, but don't squash that washer out. There we go. Okay, she's put together. Ready to put on your tower. That's about all there is to it. Now, you'll use a 3-wire cable to come up into this. And in your building, you'll mount this rectifier on the wall. And your 3 wires will connect here to the top 3 posts, doesn't matter where. Now you'll come out of this rectifier, there's your positive and negative, and this will go to your battery bank, charge controller, or whatever. And it's pretty much that simple. Well, there you go. Takes very little time to put one of these together, and the moment you get it together, it's ready to throw on your tower, get up in the air, and start making free power. Now, this is, I believe, a 5 mil galvanized finish. It's very thick. It actually adds weight to the wind turbine. And the hub is zinc plated. So the finish is supposed to be guaranteed for 50 years, even in salt water. So this wind turbine is good for salt water use. And as far as I know, we're the only ones on the market that do a solid galvanized wind turbine. So I'm Jeff from Missouri Wind and Solar. And thanks for watching.